the soldier unintentionally discovered a small knife on the ground. As he was about to pick it up, he unexpectedly stepped on a landmine. When the officer came forward to inspect and was ready to set an example by stepping on the mine himself, the soldier preemptively ran away. This took the officer completely by surprise. In an extreme display of disappointment, the officer lifted his foot. Just when everyone thought an explosion was imminent, the landmine not only failed to detonate, but the officer continued to bounce on it, performing a bizarre dance. This left the onlooking teammates in shock. The reason the officer could dance on the landmine was that he knew it was already damaged. The experienced officer had seen through the situation. His purpose in doing all this was to observe the reactions of his subordinates. After saying a few words, the officer left the scene, leaving the bewildered soldiers behind. As for why these individuals found themselves in this situation, it turns out that a few days earlier, a war had erupted suddenly. Due to the shortage of troops, a group of university students was called in for support. However, with only 2 weeks of training, they were about to be sent to the front line. They assembled on a landing ship and encountered a storm on their way. This significantly increased the difficulty of landing. Despite most of the students suffering from seasickness, it did not deter their determination to serve their country. Once everyone settled down, the officer, just before reaching the battlefield, delivered an impassioned speech. The students, filled with the fervor of battle, were ready for action. Yet, just as they were about to land, the ship struck a reef, causing it to malfunction, only a few hundred meters away from land. They faced incoming artillery fire from enemy forces that had already spotted them. In a panic, the soldiers had no choice but to forcefully land the ship. The officer ordered the opening of the ship's hatch, and with a command, the students took out inflatable boats and paddled together towards the shore. However, the enemy's firepower was too intense, and soon a group of people was hit by bullets. In the midst of the crisis, a soldier stepped forward, claiming to be a university student who was a national swimming champion. He offered to swim to the shore first and then guide the team in the correct escape direction. The question remained, could he succeed?